put 2.5 records out with my band Arrive, which was before my Brightest Diamond, and those were self-released records, and I toured sort of as I could, kind of marginally, and then obviously playing with Sufjan Stevens was at the time it was just like, hey, do you want to do this 2-week tour for Michigan? Okay, sure, I'll play for 2 weeks. And then it just ended up being kind of a bigger thing. Mm-hmm. And certainly having Asthmatic Kitty is, it's a huge, huge help. I have an amazing team of people that I'm really thankful for. So.
How did you meet Sufjan?
We have mutual friends, and this friend of ours was putting on a variety night, and there were different people like the pregnant ironing lady and the big hairy Jew and poets who talk about why tits itch, and
the pregnant ironing lady?
the mysteriously silent pregnant ironing woman would just stand in the corner ironing. Didn't speak the whole night. It was just like these kind of, New York phenomenons.
Sure.
And Sufjan played one night, and I had played as well, and so we met and struck up a friendship, and then it was a years or two later that we started touring.
Where was that at?
Arlene's Grocery.
Oh, was it?
Lower East Side, yeah.
That's funny. Does that night still go on?
No, unfortunately.
That's a shame. So no more Big Hairy Jew?
No more. I don't know what the Big Hairy Jew is doing. I need to find that out.
Do you keep in touch with the pregnant ironing woman?
I do, actually. She's had 3 more children.
Has she really?
Yes.
She was actually pregnant?
She was actually pregnant.
That's bizarre. I'll have to go to Ireland's grocery. And just hang out there. That's
Well, it was
hysterical.
an event that was curated by them, so I don't know that they still do anything like that.
So I read that you were a cheerleader in Sufjan's band, and then you were quickly promoted to head cheerleader.
Yes.
How did your skill sets change and your requirements in the band?
Well, basically, I was a gymnast in high school. I don't know if you knew that or not, but 1 year I did it until I injured myself so that I couldn't do it anymore. But I gained a lot of skills, particularly round-offs and a lot of good cartwheel moves and jumping. Very, very good at jumping. And so that obviously promoted me to head cheerleader. And I whipped the team into shape, Chop, chop.
Strictly weekly regimens?
Weekly regiments, diet, exercise, pyramid practice.
Sounds cool.
Yes. Taskmaster.
That's you?
Yes.
Self-imposed?
I was head cheerleader, man. It was a lot of responsibility.
Were
You could get demoted.
Really?
Yeah.
It was like high school?
Kind
all over
of.
again? That sounds...
Brutal.
It does.
Competitive.
Yes. Were you a cheerleader in high school?
No.
No. Was this a lifetime realizing
Yes,
of a
it
secret?
really was. Yeah. You weren't allowed to be a cheerleader if you were in the choir program I was in because you had to yell. And so the cheerleaders notoriously were screwing up their voices all the time. So it's kind of like choir, cheerleading, choir.
Well, you showed them.
Yeah. Look at where I am now, people.
The top of that pyramid.
The top of the pyramid.